Things are setting up for an active December, surprisingly enough for the Northern Hemisphere. I'll go over what we can expect through the first half of December here exclusively on TBF Cyclone. It's TBF Cyclone Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. Starting off with Cyclone Fina, it currently has 110 mile an hour sustained winds. It is forecast to weaken before making a second landfall in Australia as a Category 1 equivalent hurricane. It's right now Category 2 equivalent storm. It previously did reach a peak intensity of 115 miles an hour. That is equivalent to a Category 3. So it is the first major hurricane equivalent cyclone of the 2025 through 26 Australian cyclone season. And it did have a bit of an eye, not a perfectly circular eye or anything, but this was at its peak intensity. So definitely a noticeable eye, but nothing too crazy like a perfectly round eye like Hurricane Melissa like we saw in late October. Invest 95B currently has 30 mile an hour sustained winds and a low chance to development in the next 24 hours. I do expect this to develop and then it may get pretty strong. I will show you the forecast models in a moment. But Invest 92W, this is the main concern right now. It currently has 25 mile an hour sustained winds and a medium chance of development in the next 24 hours. This should develop sooner than Invest 95B in the Indian Ocean. The GFS model is showing, starting with with our storm in the Western Pacific. I can't remember the number. Already I have a bad memory. But this storm, they do show it developing as it crosses the Philippines and then strengthening as it exits and then turning south as it approaches Vietnam and then dissipating offshore Vietnam. And then going further out in time, they show nothing really happening until we go way out in time, which is kind of impossible to forecast 2 weeks out. They may show a little depression developing. And then the European forecast model for this storm, let me show you an earlier model run so we can get more information on what they're saying right now. They are showing it developing, so it should develop within the next 36 to 48 hours maybe. Right now it's a medium chance in the next 24 hours, so it could develop in that time frame. But they do show it moving toward Vietnam and then dissipating shortly before making landfall. The other system in the Indian Ocean, they show it actually continuing to move south and then maybe moving into the Western Pacific. And that's for the Indian Ocean storm. I'm going to go to the Indian Ocean so I can show you the GFS run. Actually, the European run, they do show another system developing near Sri Lanka, which I think might happen. There's kind of been an indication of that, but they also show that weakening before making a landfall. And the GFS model, they're in a model run right now, so I'll show you an earlier one. They show this storm developing as well. They actually show it getting pretty large and then weakening and then not really making a landfall. And then the Google AI model, ending with that one, they show, first of all with Fina, they show not any strengthening, just continuing to weaken. And then they show all three systems in the Northern Hemisphere developing. And then they show a second one following the one in the Western Pacific. And then their other one over here, they actually don't really show it developing anymore, so I'm not sure if that's going to develop anymore. The model runs have changed a lot, which happens. Model runs change, forecasts change. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching and see ya.